happy Monday. Welcome back to Appleseed Art Dolls. My name is Nicole, and today I am here with my sweet, beautiful Lee Middleton toddler, TJ. His full name is Timothy Jacob, but I call him TJ for short. And he is holding something that is really pretty cool. He is holding a communication device called the Tiny Talker. I'm just going to hold it up. You can see, hopefully, that there are several buttons here. And each one has a picture, and each one says a phrase when pressed. So I'm just going to press all of these so that you can hear what they say.
I'm sorry. Television. More, please. I want to play. I'm thirsty. I'm hungry. No. Yes. Help, please. Hurt. All done. Bathroom.
So that is what they all say. There you go, buddy. And I actually purchased this on Amazon. It is very, very affordable and widely available. It's called the Tiny Talker, and its makers do have a website, thetinytalker.com, I believe. And I bought it to use in videos with TJ. So today, before I make any such videos, I'm going to tell you guys why. One of my favorite YouTube channels to watch is called Special Books by Special Kids. It is owned and operated by a man named Chris, who travels all around the world to interview all kinds of people with different disabilities and conditions and differences. His focus is on showing the world that no matter who you are or what you deal with or how you communicate, you still matter and you're still valuable. This message is one that I should have gotten early in life. From my earliest childhood, I went to preschool and later elementary school with children who were different. Not just children like me who were blind, although many of them were, but blindness is rarely a solo act. It often comes with other disabilities, and sometimes there were children with other disabilities who were not blind. The first of these that I remember is a little boy named Timmy. He and I attended preschool together. We were in the same class. What I remember about Timmy is that he couldn't move around on his own, and he made really strange noises. I also remember that during nap time, he would wait until it was very quiet and then make a loud noise. When he was told to be quiet, he would laugh and go quiet and then do it again a short time later. As a small, shy child, I found this terrifying. As an adult, I definitely see the humor, and I see that he was making an effort to communicate. One day, as I was walking past Timmy, he reached out and grabbed the tip of my cane. I stood there frozen, not knowing what to do, until a teacher came and rescued me by simply asking Timmy to let go. I could have done that, but I was too afraid because he was different. Later in life, at age 14, I had just been diagnosed with glaucoma. I was seeing the eye doctor a lot. At one of those appointments, there was a young girl also in the waiting room. Her name was Stacy. I still remember this because of the impression that she made on me. Stacy was in a wheelchair. Stacy made weird sounds, just like Timmy. I waited anxiously until she was called, and every time she made one of her noises, my stomach dropped with fear. Then, as soon as she had left the room with her mom, it occurred to me that I was reacting to Stacy the same way that people reacted to me every day. People see differences as threatening and scary. I knew that firsthand, and I was old enough to begin to understand it. Realizing that I had acted that way toward another child just like me was heart-wrenching. I immediately made up my mind to learn as much as I could about as many people as I could. And it's a resolution that I've stuck with. At age 21, I met my cousin Courtney for the very first time. Courtney sustained a brain injury as a child caused by some very powerful medication. It left her hearing impaired, visually impaired, mobility impaired, and speech impaired, and cognitively impaired. Basically disabled in every way you can be, except one. She has the most loving heart I have ever encountered in any human being. I was nervous walking into the house with my grandparents. I didn't know if Courtney would know who I was, or how she'd react, or how she would sound, or what she would do. I didn't know what I would do, or what I should say or shouldn't say. But Courtney immediately put my mind at ease. She came right up to me in her wheelchair, hugged me, and kissed me on the cheek. She was nothing but happy to see me and knew exactly who I was. Throughout Courtney's and my acquaintance and deepening relationship, it's always been the same. At the time when I met her, I was dealing with a lot of difficult things. I was sad, bitter, and felt lonely. I had many dreams that I thought would never come true. Courtney, in one instant, made me feel loved, valued, important, and blessed. Later that day, as my grandparents and I had lunch, I rose and walked into the kitchen to get a glass of water. As I poured the water into the glass, I suddenly started to cry because I realized that Courtney could never do this, not by herself. But she could do something at that moment that I couldn't. She could be happy. That inspired me to learn to find the joy in everything, the way she does. When I first held this doll, it was in the collection of a friend of mine's daughter. I was immediately reminded of Courtney and Timmy in particular. Something about the face, something about this particular one's hands. In fact, TJ's hands here are very much angled the way that Courtney's are naturally because of the injury that she suffered neurologically. I knew I had to find one, and I did, on eBay. A dear friend gave it to me for my birthday, and I remade that doll, which was in need of some TLC, into this little one. Originally, I thought this doll would be a girl, and I would name her Courtney after my cousin. But the night before I finished her, I had a dream about a little boy in a wheelchair that looked like a race car. In the dream, I was going to meet this boy and his foster mom because I was going to adopt him. He was 4 years old, very small for his age, and his name was Timothy Jacob, but everyone called him TJ. The dream made such a huge impression on me because it so much represents what I would love to do. When I woke up, I knew that this little one had to be my TJ. So, why is he holding this tiny talker? Well, it's because of what I've learned from Timmy and Stacy and Courtney and others along the way, and from Chris and every person that he interviews, and from other people that I've encountered in school and life. Everyone matters, no matter what they look like or how they communicate or how different they may seem. Everyone is human, everyone has the same feelings, and everyone can do something that counts. So, we are made in God's image. We are put here to represent Him. Dolls are made in our image, and because of that, I think that they should represent the diversity of humanity. So you'll see lots of diversity on this channel. Some of it might be extreme, like TJ's. Some might be wildly fantastical, but somehow tied into real life. Some might even be invisible. But the message is the same for all of it. I wanted to tell you all this story before I made any type of role-playing videos with TJ, because I have many planned, and I realize that the subject of disability, especially extreme noticeable disability, can make some people uncomfortable. If the idea of seeing that incorporated into fiction makes you uncomfortable, that's okay, because you probably have your reasons for feeling the way you do. So, if it makes you uncomfortable, feel free to not watch those videos. But, nonetheless, I wanted you to know the reasoning behind it and see this beautiful, handsome boy. So, I hope that you all have enjoyed this. I hope some of you take something away from it, and I hope it makes some of you think. Because we're all much more the same than we are different. Thanks for watching, everyone. Take care, and until next time, God bless you.